Hallelujah! How's it going, guys? My name is Blessious, and we're back. We're talking about one of the most controversial video games in history. Something more controversial than Laser Shoot Leary, dude. Okay, maybe not that controversial, but EA and BioWare did release a calendar of sorts of, well, year one of Anthem. And I wanted to kind of talk to you about that because if you're still on the edge of buying it, you're probably curious about endgame. Games like World of Warcraft, Destiny, Division, Diablo, they all have endgame content. And right now, Division is promoting that they have raids, which I wish Anthem would go and say, hey, this is the true endgame. But they don't, man. So right now, it's just easy, normal, hard, and then you have your 3 Grandmasters, and each Grandmaster just picks up the freaking pace and difficulty, and you'll be one-shot really easily, but you get better rewards doing that. But at the same time, as a person just grinding the same strike, Tyrant Mine, let's just be honest, because that's the most optimal stronghold to do over and over and over and over to get good gear. Is it worth what is coming in the future? And I kind of want to talk to you guys about what is coming because, well, they did release, well, year one, step into the world of Anthem. And currently, I guess, we're on Act 1, Echoes of Reality. And the upcoming recurrent things are fixes, optimizes, and optimizations, weekly alliance coins, weekly, daily, monthly challenges, and Prospera store refresh. AKA, there's more things in the store. Everything else here is just... These two don't even count in my book because this is you're just gonna get coins and currency just for your friends that play, and then you just got to go do your daily, weekly, and challenges. And then I have to say, BioWare is knocking it out of the park. Like there's almost daily fixes for this game, which is I have to knock it off to you because there's a certain developer, I won't say who, but it reminds with Runji that update the game every 6 months. All right, so February launch. There's a new event called, well, Outlaw Outrage, and then Let There Be Giants, and then Super Surge. I believe, I've not played today, but I believe There Be Giants is going on today. Know nothing about it. I just assume, well, maybe I have played it because there has been a bunch of Titans around. I don't know. I took yesterday off to spend it with my wife. Yesterday, or in March, there's an Evolving World, Elysian Stronghold caches, and I believe these are the vanity chests that pop up in the strongholds. There's new items, legendary missions phase 1, no idea what that is. I'm guessing there's just more, well, phases, and then there's a repeat of the free play event. There will be Giants and Outlaw Outrage. Now, the one thing that we are missing is where are Cataclysms? Cataclysms are rumored to be the raid-esque experience. Destiny has raids, World of Warcraft has raids, Division has raids, and Diablo has something called loot runs or rifts. And I've talked about this a lot and extensively. It's just like a series of enemies are in this area, and they get harder and harder and harder, but give better and better rewards. So before we get to that, let's get through April, and we'll notice that those Cataclysms aren't there, which could be those Diablo rifts. Expanded mastery system, expanded progression. And from this image right here, you kind of see the fact that there is Grandmaster 3 in the background. Does that mean that there's going to be more Grandmasters on the way? There's going to be new items, Cortex unlock, Cortex lock. So basically, okay, April has a bunch of stuff. And then there's going to be loot, new legendary missions, new Stronghold, the Sunken, which is amazing that there's a new Stronghold. And that's about it besides leaderboards and guilds. And I'm genuinely curious to see that. But here's the thing where every player kind of worries about, and I wish they were just a little bit more just open about this. Cataclysm starts. Over here, they just really have new items. Is Cataclysm the Diablo Rift? Is this their version of a raid? Is this their endgame? If so, it kind of worries me that it's not going to start until May. Because I believe in Destiny 1. I wasn't watching YouTubers at the time. I wasn't creating content. I was working at a radio station when Destiny 1 launched, and I played the game a lot, but I played it solo, and I was really salty when I found out about raids because I was a solo player. I had one friend from back home who played it, and I figured he won't be reliable for raids, and by that time that the raids came out, he kind of quit Destiny, and I was all alone, and I was salty that I wouldn't have anyone to play with. But the thing is I don't think they launched Destiny 1 raids 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or 4 weeks out. I think they launched it quite a bit out, and but it wasn't this far out. All I hope is there's meaningful endgame on the way, and not just doing the same Stronghold over and over and over and over and over on the harder and harder and harder difficulties. I will say, if you're wanting to get gear, you can get it in free play. You can literally get it anywhere. And if you want better chances, I have a buddy, FM3, Fran Marabella. You might know him from IGN. He streams daily, and he's also on the Kind of Funny Games cast. And he, I believe, graduated to GM2. I think I can do Grandmaster 2 kind of activities on this, but to be honest, I don't know, like, I can have fun with the game and grind in the game, and he really has a bunch of gear that is focused on luck. So he's like getting 4 or 5 pieces of Masterworks an hour, and that doesn't even count for like legendaries that he's probably popping too. I would say that's probably like a legendary every 2 hours. There is that. But I feel like this game is like, until May, is a game that you just keep in rotation. Like, hey, you grind it, and then just go play another game that is fun. And I know that sounds kind of bad, and it is. I know there is like a demographic there for that, but for me, I think this is kind of the game where like I'll grind with friends, and then I'll be like, whew, that's a lot of grind, man. I put in my grind. I'll just go play Apex. I'll go play a new Destiny update. I'll go play Super Mario Maker 2 because I'm excited about that game. But one thing I did want to kind of talk about was I hope that this game future gets something good with Cataclysms. Because in Destiny, I went from a player that couldn't get a raid together for Vault of Glass, and I didn't do Vault of Glass until almost the start of year 2 of Destiny. And then I did Vault of Glass. I did Crota's End, and then I went through pickup groups like it was crazy, and I did the grinds through Prison of Elders, and then I had a guild together, or a clan together, to get ready for King's Fall, the new Taken King raid, and it was toxic and it was hard. And then I started making YouTube content, and I was fortunate enough, and this is kind of a weird way to bring in Destiny and Anthem together, because I really don't like comparing them, but I hope that the one thing I can compare it to is endgame content, because Destiny kind of excels at that. I would say the best is World of Warcraft, but at least with PvE raids, I would say. But the one thing that I did do all the way back in, I would say September, was it September? Yeah, September of last year, was Bungie released the Forsaken raid, and there was an Omkar in it, which was the lore nerd, basically a big dragon, and I did it. And they had a challenge to do it, and if you don't know, your boy was the world's second. That's right, Blesto does Destiny, and we almost got world's first, but you know, someone beat us. No, I'm just joking. I got like 177th completion, and our team did it right before reset on Monday. And if you did it right before that reset on Monday, because it launched on a Friday, and you had 4 days kind of to go and beat it, and if you beat it, you had a chance to get one of these bad boys. I figured I would open it up because, hey, we're talking about endgame here, and this is something that is relatable. So in this package, this is my Last Wish completion raid jacket. So if you were one of the world's first of the first weekend ever, and you could beat it, you grab this thing. And this thing is actually pretty awesome. And I hope games do this in the future, because it's cool to obtain, well, a piece of, well, like, kind of gaming history. If you watch Datto play it, who also streams and makes content on Anthem, he was world's second, and everyone, like the whole Destiny community, was like watching him and going through this and seeing this puzzle and seeing like these bosses and seeing the whole raid get harder and harder and harder. And it literally took him, I believe, like 2 days, almost 2 days worth of content just to beat it. And it was really rough, and not a lot of people were able to beat this raid. So this is probably like one of my most proud things ever in this bad boy. And yeah, has a nice raid, and I believe on the side, look at that, Blessious. Hell yeah, hell to the yeah, man. Anyway, that's what I want to talk to you guys about, just because I hope there's something in Anthem that makes getting something like this worth it. You know, like, make it so, like, there's in-game content that's worth it, and make it so, like, if I go and get that stuff, I feel great getting this. Hey, by the way, that new Ray that came out on Destiny, I haven't done it yet, so I don't have that jacket coming. But this one means something to me, even though I get a little burned down on Destiny every now and then. This thing kind of means something to me because I grinded a long-ass time to get this thing, and it means a lot. Anyway, that is my story for today. Anthem, BioWare, EA, please, I beg you, make Cataclysms rewarding, challenging, and worth it. And also, please tease what they are very soon. Please. And I have to say, I'm a little disappointed that they're coming out in May. Like, I would love to see those things come out, like, way before May. Like, I was thinking that would come out in March. May? Not even April? Anyway, that is my video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed this in-game discussion inside the world of Anthem. You have a great one. Leave a like on the video if you considered this an entertaining video at the least. And then, yeah, you can become a Holy Taco just by easily subscribing. You can catch me daily on Twitch at twitch.tv/Blessious. And peace. What is this? When did I start this? Does this V-neck make my eyes pop? I think so.